I just got a hold of the new Henry Homesteader. Let's take it out of the box and see what it's like. So it comes wrapped in some protective plastic. Let's get that off of there. And there she is. All right, we're gonna take a tour of the box real quick. I'm gonna take the rifle out of it. We'll look at that in just a second. Of course, it comes with your Henry manual for your new Homesteader carbine. Over here, it comes with 2 factory Henry magazines, a little 5-rounder and a 10-rounder. So if you don't want to do one of the Magwell conversions, which I did get the Glock conversion, it comes with 2 magazines for it. But if you did get a conversion, you flip this, and boom, right here is your Magwell. The Henrys come with either the proprietary Henry Magwell, which is already in this one, or a Glock Magwell for all Glock 9mm magazines, or I believe a Smith & Wesson Magwell as well. Now, one thing that I'm kind of curious about, over here where the magazines are, there's a little spot here where it looks like something's supposed to go there, like some kind of a tool or something, but there's nothing there. I don't know if that's missing, whatever that is, or if that's just how the foam is. I guess we'll find out. All right, so real quick, I did find the mystery of the missing charging handle. So inside the manual, it states that this little cutout in the foam is where your charging handle is, and it was not there. So it either got lost in transit or was not shipped with one. I've already reached out to Henry. They're known for having excellent customer service to get a replacement. We'll see how long that takes and I'll let you know. So before I give you my opinion on the rifle out of the box, let's just run through the basic factory specs real quick. It is a semi-automatic blowback action chambered in 9mm Luger. Right there, I'll zoom in real quick. The barrel is 16.37 inches long, so nice and compact. The overall length is 35 3/4 inches, and the rifle weighs 6.6 pounds. It has a hard coat anodized black finish that I actually really like, and you can't really see it on video, but it has a 1 in 10 twist rate for the barrel rifling. And here's a close-up of the muzzle. I hope I can get the camera to focus, but it is threaded for accessories. It comes with a nice little knurled cap, and there it is with the cap off. It is threaded with a 1/2x28 thread pitch. All right, let's look at the factory sights real quick. It comes with an aperture sight on the barrel, and that rear sight is made by XS sights. Those are the sights that were on the Marlin SBLs, I believe, back in the day, not anymore. Now they come with Skinner sights. But this rear sight is, see if I can get it, there you can kind of see it right there. It's a fairly large aperture, and the hole is not threaded for insert, so you're kind of stuck with a really big rear aperture. And for the kind of use that, you know, this gun would see, that's probably pretty good. It is windage and elevation adjustable. It looks like you can just drift that dovetail left and right for windage, and then that post will screw up and down for elevation adjustment. All right, let's take a look at that front sight. It is sort of like a hawk's bill looking deal. It's solid steel. It's just on there with a screw, and if nothing else, it definitely seems robust. It is a little bit thick, but not super thick, and for, you know, plinking at 50 to 100 yards or so, this will probably be just fine, and I'm not afraid of breaking it, that's for sure. And additionally, it is drilled and tapped for optics mounts. I was reading on, well, on both the website and in the manual, that the hole spacing is for Weaver 63B mounts, which is the same mounts that Marlin 336s and Marlin 1895s use. So you have a plethora of optics mounting options and aftermarket sights that will fit on the receiver here. So I don't know about you, but personally I'm really glad that Henry went with that sort of a drill and tap option, Weaver 63B. It just leaves the door wide open for different kind of sights you can use, different optics options, aftermarket open sight options. There's Skinner sights that will fit this rifle. Skinner makes a Picatinny rail with an integral peep sight on the back. I've actually got one already, and I'll be installing that after I shoot the rifle as it came from the factory. Because I don't know about you, but this thing is just begging for a red dot to me. And another really nice feature is the thumb safety here on the back. Personally, I really like that a lot more than the safeties that are often put on the trigger guard like Remington does a lot. This is like sort of like Mossberg 500 style and old school Savage 110 style. It's got that thumb safety. I mean, it just doesn't get better than that. It's very, very tactile, very obvious when it's off, and then when it's on, that is a nice feature. And the stocks are supposedly American walnut. I mean, they certainly look like walnut. And it comes with some sort of a weird, like, lasered texturing here, both on the forend and the grip. And I'm going to talk about that here in a minute when I give my opinion as opposed to just the specs of the rifle. All right, wrapping up the specs and features, it does come with a swivel stud on the rear and on the forend, so that's really nice. You don't have to drill it and install them yourself. And then it comes with a pretty nice recoil pad, and I won't bother with focusing on it. It's got the little Henry logo right there. All right, so we've gone over the basic specs and features of the rifle. Let's get into what I like about it and what I don't like about it as far as right out of the box is concerned. All right, so the first thing that I really do like about it is the heft. Now, the website says that it weighs 6.6 pounds. I didn't measure it. I don't have a scale where I could measure this easily. But what I will say is that it feels beefy. If I had to estimate what it weighs, I'd say more like 7.5. I mean, it probably weighs what the factory says it does on the website, but it feels chunky to me. It feels substantial. It feels heavy duty, which I like. I like that a lot in a 9mm carbine. Another thing that I love about it is just how it feels when you shoulder it and point it. It's very, very natural. It aims extremely well. It just feels like it's built to be shot. All right, I'm going to hit the rest of what I like out of the box before I hit on a few things that I really don't. So first up is the finish on the receiver. I think it is nice, this black anodized finish. It looks good. There's no blemishes or issues with it out of the box. Of course, time will tell as far as durability is concerned. And the bluing on the barrel is also very nice. I mean, that's kind of hard to mess up, but a lot of companies do. And then the stocks are, at least supposedly, and appear to be walnut, which is pretty cool. A lot of wood stocks are not actually walnut. I also like how, if I had the charging handle, it is ambidextrous. It pops right in and out, at least according to the manual. You can put it in the left side here or over on the right side. Even though I'm a right-handed shooter, I'll probably have it on the left side. That way you can operate it with your left hand and keep your your trigger hand right here on the grip. I personally like that sort of a setup, so that's really cool. And then they knocked it out of the park with their selection of where to put the safety. I mean, it just doesn't get better than a good thumb safety. Now on to what I don't like about that rifle, and luckily I can relegate that down to one thing, other than mine not coming with the charging handle. And that one thing is the absolutely horrendous, it's not checkering, it's not pressed. I believe this is laser etched texturing on the wood, and it does provide a little bit of, it's a tactile surface just for the sake of grip, but it looks like absolute trash, at least in my opinion. I mean, this is just my opinion, but if you're going to go through the trouble and actually put walnut stocks on a rifle, why not go ahead and checker it too? Yeah, it would be more expensive, but this isn't a budget rifle to begin with, and I think it would really add to the look of the rifle. I mean, if you're trying to make a budget gun, make a budget gun. Don't use walnut. Use some sort of hardwood and just lacquer finish it or something. And to show you the potential of a decent walnut stock, here's my Mossberg 500 retrograde, which also has walnut stocks. These have been refinished. They've been stripped, refinished, and I had the checkering redone by a buddy of mine. That's beautiful. This isn't. I mean, yeah, it would cost more, but my gosh, look at the difference. So there it is, the Henry Homesteader out of the box. As soon as I get the charging handle, I'll be headed to the range to run this thing through its paces. I'll be putting a red dot on it. I'll be shooting it at long range. I'm going to be taking this bad boy out to 200, 300 yards, which is completely ridiculous for a 9mm, but screw it, we're going to do it, all right? Catch you later. And check out my leather shop if you'd like something handmade by me just for you. The link is in the pinned comment. I'd love to make you something. Thanks for watching.